Right, standard form of an equation. All right, we're using something else, and it's a different type. So you have ax plus by equals c. Right, and your requirements for the equation, a, b, and c are all integers, which means there are no fractions. They can be either positive or negative. And a and b are not both 0. X and y are still variables. You just leave them as x's and y's in the equation. Right? The slope and y-intercept are not represented in standard form. You are not able to get a graph in this form of the equation, so what you have to do is change it into slope-intercept form. Right? The first step is going to be to isolate your by variable. Right? You're going to do that by subtracting a of x from either side. And then we have to divide our by, our ax, and our c by the coefficient on your y variable, which is b, and rearrange it to make y equals mx plus b format. Now, I know that sounds like a bunch of crazy junk, but when you see it in action, it should make more sense. So, first example, we've got ax plus by equals c. First step is we need to isolate our b of y, so we subtract a of x from each side. And then we have by equals c minus ax. And now we need to get y by itself. So we're going to divide all three parts of this by the coefficient on y. Right? So divided by b, divided by b, divided by b, to give us y equals b minus mx, or y equals negative mx plus b. Right? So that's that. Rearrange it so that it's in the correct order. You don't want your b value first. You need your mx value first in slope-intercept form. All right, what's that look like in action? 3x minus y equals 9. First thing we need to do is isolate our y. So we're going to subtract 3x from both sides, giving us negative 1y equals 9 minus 3x. And I just put the 1 there so we can see what the coefficient on y is. And make sure that you're bringing this negative down. That's attached to your y variable. So I've got negative 1y equals 9 minus 3x. We're going to divide everything by negative 1, which gives me y equals negative 9 plus 3x. Right? Negative 3 divided by negative 1 is a positive 3. So if we rearrange to get in a slope-intercept form, you end up with y equals 3x minus 9. Right. 3x minus 2y equals negative 16. This is a good time to pause the video and see if you can rearrange it on your own. First step, we need to subtract 3x from both sides. That's going to leave us with negative 2y equals negative 16 minus 3x. Now we need to get rid of the coefficient on y. So we divide everything by negative 2. Giving us y equals 8 plus 3 halves x. Right? Negative 3 divided by negative 2 is going to give us a positive 3 halves. And we put that in y equals mx plus b form. You get 3 halves x plus 8. Next, what do we have? X minus 3y equals 6. Pause the video and unpause. Here we go. First thing, we need to get rid of our x's on both sides, leaving us with negative 3y equals 6 minus x. Now we need to get rid of the coefficients on y. Divide by negative 3. And we get y equals negative 2 plus 1/3 x. Remember, once again, a negative divided by a negative is going to be a positive. And there's a coefficient of 1 in front of this x. 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. When we rearrange that to slope-intercept form, we get y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Right, I think this is going to be our last example. 9x minus 7y equals negative 7. First thing is you want to isolate your y variable. So we're going to subtract 9x from each side, giving me negative 7y equals negative 7 minus 9x. We need to get rid of the coefficient on our y next, so we're going to divide everything by negative 7, leaving us with y equals 1 plus 9/7 x. Right? You can see everything is a negative divided by a negative, giving us positive values. And when it's rearranged to slope-intercept form, it's y equals 9/7 x plus 1. Sweet. We're going to stop right there and make a separate video for going from slope-intercept to standard form. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy Halloween.